Now there's a pleasant thought. In a week I'll be free! Free! I say as if I'm trapped. Am I trapped? I don't think I'm trapped. I'm caught in a trap. And all that jazz, yes. But yeah, totally fine. Totally fine. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream, folks. Hopefully we're doing fantastically well today. I am Melanie. We are doing more writing. And honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. We are at 12,663 words in the script. To be fair, that does actually include characters' names, which I'm not removing from the script or removing from consideration. But honestly, I don't think it's even likely to be that many. Probably not too bad. Regardless, I'm feeling very good about this. So, quick little recap. Excuse me, I just had my dinner. Quick little recap. What do we need to do today? Or rather, what's the next couple of days gonna look like? What's the next few days gonna look like? Well, I would ideally like for the entire script to be finished tomorrow night. I would like that to be the ideal situation. How likely is that to happen exactly? I'm not sure. I am not 100% sure on how that's gonna go. Because there's a lot of writing to do. I have at least finished Act 3. Maybe this is technically the end of Act 3 or close to it. I don't know. But we're going to be going into Act 4 today. I do want to write somewhere in the region of like maybe 2,000 words. Maybe something like that. We'll see. If I can, fantastic. That'll get us up to... Well, I think certainly today we will get up to about 14,000. Which is a damn good number if I may say myself. We'll get to 14,000. We do have to mostly write standalone scenes in this one. There's going to be a scene for each of the secondary characters, including some very, very brief alternate lines in those scenes also. And then we're going to have to, do some programming at some point, yes. But that's fine. This is totally fine. Yeah, there's going to be 3 different routes. Well, I say routes, 2 different scenarios which are going to be led down. And once you've seen all those scenarios, then there's going to be like alternate routes in each one of those. But honestly, those are just going to be like 50-word throwaway lines, something like that. Probably about 1,000 words each, I think. So we're going to try and get through all of this today. Then tomorrow, I ideally would like to finish things off, which is going to be probably wrapping up the last of these scenes where possible. If we need to do the... who would be the last one? Probably Maggie. Probably Maggie's scene we'd end up doing last. And then the final act itself. The final act, which I expect. Oh, actually, the final act's gonna be tricky. Hold on, I need to think of something. Let's see. Where's my diagram? Because yeah, the final scene. We actually have a couple of things to do there. Cause what we're gonna have is like a couple of potential endings. Like I've already written down what the bad end is per se. There's gonna be like, I think there's gonna be, it's kind of hard to say exactly what things would be like, or at least in terms of description. There's gonna be like a kind of neutral / false end. there's going to be a good end, and then there's going to be an optimal end, like roughly speaking. Unless I don't know, unless we do something else. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't expect there'll be a bad. Oh, I mean, no. There can't be a bad end because a bad end is bad and beyond the scope of me making this. Which is very interesting because yeah, there's a bad end. Well, not a bad end. There's a true end, and there's also a there's a true end and there's a false end. Neither of which is going to be in the game by design. There's going to be a neutral end, there's going to be a good end, and there's an optimal end. And that's as close as you can get to a true end. All will make sense once the game is done. By which I mean it will make absolutely no sense at all, and that's kind of the entire point. So okay, right, that's fine. I've got the bad end, neutral end, good end, optimal end, yes. Okay. So we need to do Act 4 today. This is Thursday, isn't it? Yes, this is Thursday. My god, the week has flown. I'm so tired. Made a tactical error yesterday of doing medicine too late, like very, very late, which ended up like disrupting my sleep quite badly. I found it hard to fall asleep, found it hard to stay asleep, woke up for several hours, struggled to fall back asleep, and then got like, I don't know, I think I got like 5 hours or something overall, so I'm a bit tired. And today's been a bit of a busy day, but it's fine. I'm going to do what I can. If I can get 2 of these scenes done and out the way, then I'm going to be very happy. Very happy indeed. And honestly, I actually think that 2 of them are going to be copy-paste jobs of each other. Just with different focuses. Hello, KFC. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the hydrate. I've got. Wait, hold on. Okay, I don't have water. I have milk. There, I have hydrated with milk. I have milk because I have Chalky Bickies, and I want to dip said Chalky Bickies in milk. So that's what I'm about to do. This is in the spirit of hydrating, isn't it? We need to have one of those like matrices for describing. We need to have one of those matrices for like hydrate purists. And what have you. Hydrate purist, hydrate radical. So it would be like hydrate purist says you drink water. Hydrate yeah, no, I can do this. Hold on. I'm gonna make a table. I feel like it. We're doing something a bit silly as a bit of a warm-up because it's fun. So let's do a 3x3 grid. By which I mean we'll make it a 4x4 because why not? Only evil hydrates are energy drink hydrates. Bear with it. Bear with me on this. The hydration matrix. So let's see. Hydration purist. Hydration neutral. Hydration radical. Here we go. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move this over a bit. This is a bit easier to see. Bear with me. This is important. And then we're also gonna have method purist. Not putist, purist. Method neutral. Method radical. Okay, so hydration purist, glass of water. It's quite clear. Hydration neutral. Or wait, hold on. Method neutral. Method radical. Come on, I need suggestions for this, folks. I can't do this myself. Because I want to have so this would be glass of juice, milk, etc. Funny straw. Yeah, I can go for funny straw. Drinking through a straw. Okay. Are we just doing 2 axes? Like, does it kind of like vary over time? I don't know. No, we just need different examples. Like, these should be like images. Glass of juice. Milk. Yeah, we need to make it different for everyone. Milk through a straw. Method radical. Milk. In a dipped cookie. What's a method radical way of getting water into your body? Let's see. Ooh. Maybe like chunks of ice or something. Purest natural, you can use non-caffeinated drink. Oh, neutral? No, because that's hydration right here. Hydration. Method radical, well, method neutral, it should be crunching ice. Crunching. Crunching ice is hydration. Here we go. Glass of water is hydration. Glass of juice is hydration. It's hydration. So dipping a cookie in milk is hydration. So I think for hydration radical, method radical. Wait, I know what I'm putting here. Pilk is hydration. Or wait, maybe that should be method rad. I don't know. Can I get more cursed forms of hydration than pilk? Is there a more radical form of hydration than pilk? No? Okay, right. Until we find something better, that can go in hydration radical, method radical. Right, okay. We need another weird Another weird way of getting like liquid or something actually hydrating into your body. That is hydration pure. So like a source of like water or electrolytes that is liquid, but a weird way of getting it into you. Like maybe ice is method I don't think ice is method radical. Fruit, no. I'm thinking like hyper saturated air. Hypersaturated humidity is hydration. Or something. Oh, wait. Heavy water. You're right, KFC. That's genius. Heavy water is hydration. Technically, you're not wrong. Just don't replace all of your body with heavy water. Oh my god. Yeah, that works. Honestly, I'm starting to think that dipping a cookie in milk is not quite there. So yeah, whatever hydration radical is, it's got to be served in a glass. That's what hydration radical is. It needs to be something that you can serve in a glass. Maybe like ice cream? Yeah. Ice cream is hydration. Neutral method. Actually, I feel like neutral method, it has to be like in a container that contains liquid. So like hydration has to be like something specifically for drinking from. This has to contain a liquid. This has to contain a fluid. Yeah, I need to adjust my thinking. Bavral gravy. That would be hydration radical. I could do gravy's super salty though. Could do gravy. And I want to move all this over one each. Can I just do that quite handily? So for method purist, it's must be from a drinking vessel. From a vessel that contains what? Liquid? From any container. From anything that can hold fluid. Hydration fluid must be water. Must be consumable. Liquid must be liquid. These are much better parameters, I think. So yeah, hydration pure, method purist, glass of water, sure. From a vessel that contains liquids, crunching ice doesn't count then. I could put that down here. That works. Could possibly use that. Must be a consumable liquid. Glass of juice is hydration. From a vessel that contains liquid. Yeah, so I'm inclined to say not you. Cookie and milk is hydration. A consumable liquid from something that can hold fluid. Poof. Stalking tea is hydration. Very steep. Stalking tea is hydration. Must be liquid. And from a drinking vessel. I wonder. That would be gravy. That would be gravy. That's totally gravy. This is important. This is science here. Must be liquid from a vessel that contains liquid petrol. Method radical from anything that can hold fluid. Something like a liquid from anything that can hold fluid. Which doesn't necessarily have to be liquid. Like, ice is solid, and an ice tray can hold fluid. Kind of. It holds fluid and then it freezes. Stalking tea is hydration. Well, it can soak up liquid, can't it? And then something that can hold a fluid. That's any liquid. Or any fluid, rather. Like, non-consumable. What could this be? LNG? LNG is hydration. There we go! We've created our matrix! Hooray! My cursed hydration matrix! Are you proud of me? I spent 20 minutes doing this. When I should have been writing. I'm posting it in the Discord. I'm posting a Discord with no context. Is what's happening. Fantastic. I'm so proud of what I've achieved today. I have made so much important progress. I feel so accomplished. I have a new sense of satisfaction and like pride in my work that I've never had before. Yeah. Yep, totally not cursed. Hmm. Right, let's get started. So I did yesterday I did say that what I wanted to do today was do like an outline of what I was going to write today. I didn't do that, actually. That's not something that I did. I didn't in fact do that. I was distracted. I was doing something else. It was a weird and zonk day, and I was distracted. I mean, I was also really busy at work. Hello, TV. You've missed me working on my hydration matrix. Are you proud of my creativity? I made a hydration matrix. Are you proud? Like, this is what your sub money goes towards. This is what your sub money goes towards. Yeah, it fuels my generation of hydration matrix. Yep. This is the way the world ends, right there. Speaking of this being the way the world ends, I need to have tunes on. But yes, no, I did not in fact achieve what I set out to do because I was distracted. I have stumbled across something which demands a lot of attention, or rather is demanding a lot of attention. I've got into one of those moods. You know when I get into one of those moods where it's like, okay, I have to do this now. It's one of those moods. It's one of those moods, and it's very interesting. I can say that much. I'm cooking something, so to speak. It's fun. Anyway. I should be doing work. So yeah, didn't actually plan out what I should have been doing today because I'm such a pro. But yeah, I do know roughly. I've still got my rough plan for what this should be. We need to encounter the rest of the group. We need to help them deal with their stuff, and yeah, that'll have an influence on how things go going forward. So, actually the easiest thing to work on is to ignore Bailey for now and do Bailey later. So we do Bailey last, poor girl get neglected. Because Greg and Maggie's scenes are actually the closest interlaced with each other. Theirs will have an impact on Bailey's as well, or at least I'll make it so that is the case, but it's not quite to the same degree. So we're gonna prioritize the two that I can more easily work with, which is Greg and Maggie. They should have roughly the same structure, so I might even be able to copy paste sections out. Or reformat things a little bit. Which could be very good, very handy, very convenient in the programming sense. And then Bailey's will just be her own thing. So let's start with Greg, then we'll copy paste into Maggie, and then we'll try and go back to Bailey. That's going to be the plan. But do I want to do a transition? I think a transition could be good. I do mentally picture this as being somewhere in the region of mid-afternoon now. Technically I could squeeze everything into the one day, but considering how exhausted Shona's gonna be at this point, might be an idea to wait until the next day. Possibly. Hmm. Could do. Do I give her a break? Do I give her a break or do I throw her back into things? How much of a break does the girl deserve? Okay, to be fair, she deserves a pretty good break. But, like, how much of a break does she deserve? How much does she deserve? Like, truly. Truly, how much does she deserve? I wonder. Also, did I actually ask? Hopefully, you're doing well, TV. Don't know if I did. I seem to be struggling to get started. In case it wasn't entirely obvious, I'm gonna have another cookie. I did make a big pot of macaroni cheese, so I'm in that kind of like post-macaroni cheese sleepy. Which is a nice place to be in, but... Need to just get started. Need to just get typing, and then we pick things up after. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. My okay. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I thought having a little writing exercise would help, but doesn't seem to be happening. Somehow. Oh, this is weird. This is weird and not good. What's going on? What's going on, Melanie? What's happening? What's going on in your head? Why are you feeling so weird? Why are you tired and zooted? Are you thinking about things that you don't need to? I don't know if I'm thinking about things that I don't need to. I might be, don't know. Dear, I am looking forward to this script being done. I actually am. It'll be good when it's done. When I do, I'm gonna take a wee bit of time and I'm gonna chill. Gonna play some Monhan because I want to. It's just sitting there in my Steam library. I had to uninstall Starfield to be able to fit freaking Monhan on it. I've done it. Oh, this feels weird. Am I just dehydrated? I might just be dehydrated. I might be actually dehydrated. I might need slightly better hydration than a sip of milk. Actually, that sounds like a great idea. Bear with me. I'm going to get some water and we're going to come back and I'm actually going to make some damn progress because my brain is feeling a wee bit cooked right now. It was like 28 degrees today. It was insane. Anyway, back in a mo. Foods acquired. Thank you for being with me, folks. I almost feel a little better already. Right. What do we need to do? Make some notes. Mary. Not Mary. Shona is traumatized. She's traumatized. Yeah, so she is. She's traumatized. So then we need to get her to Shona. Next project is going to be a chatbot. Yes, next is not going. Why would the next one be a chatbot? TV, why would you say that I'd be working on a chatbot? Where'd you get the idea from? Why would I be doing a chat? Or Twitch chat? Would I? Would I? I mean, I could have just, you know, program like commands that are in place like already. Custom nightbot, yeah. Is that gonna be my next project though? I don't think that's gonna be my next. Why would that be my next project? Why would that be the case? What makes you say that? Why am I doing that? Just cause, I mean, I could. Maybe. Something I could do. I don't know. Like, do I want to do something without a, like, clear plan on what exactly I want to do with it? Like, that's my question there. Like, what specifically do I do with that? I'm not saying no. I'm asking what I do with it. Le shrug. Possibly. I could, but there's so many other things that I want to do. And might end up having to do, actually, now I think about it. Shona's traumatized. Shona needs to feel productive. Rather. Shona needs to know the plan. For the route she's on. Shona feeling productive. Shona helps. Shona makes people happy? Question mark. Shona deals with Mary. It's roughly what's gonna happen next. Roughly speaking, that's it. Roughly. Oh no, you were traumatized? Yeah, she was traumatized. How awful. Yeah. But TV, I assume from your flippant attitude that you weren't paying attention when I was writing that part of the script. Just an impression that I'm getting. How dare you? How very dare you judge her for what she's been through? I wasn't, no. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe you wouldn't be paying 100% attention. Why would I do before release? I don't know, you're watching the stream. You're clearly here because you don't care about spoilers. Wow, imagine not caring about spoilers and yet also not reading every single word that I write. Like, just imagine that. Like, seriously. I mean, for moral support. Moral the degradation, more like. Ah, dear. Right, what we doing? What we doing? She is traumatized. This is where we currently are. More degradation, no degradation. In fact, the quota of degradation should ideally go down, actually. It should actually go pretty well. Well, maybe a little. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. Okay. Right. The scene that I'm thinking, what scene that I'm thinking of is kind of in line with this bit here. Right, this little bit. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sleepy. 200 words odds. And then that informs how this goes. I think I'm too tired. No, I'm not too tired. I will write Greg's, I will transcribe it to Maggie, and we'll call it a done one. Is what we'll do. Like, Greg and Maggie's are practically identical. Not perfectly identical, but close to it. Oh dear. We're gonna rate. We're gonna rate what I can. Even if I need to call things at 9, I'll call things at 9. But that's fine. I don't want that to happen. Just do what we have to. Hmm. Hmm. Yay! Okay, there's my zone. Why did I write so much so quickly and so effectively yesterday? Because I was writing someone who was traumatized. And that just rolls right off the fingertips, is what that does. And take off the wave, nice. And like now I get to do a wee bit of that. And honestly, it's not a bad warm-up. Just wish it got started like half an hour ago or something. It's fine. How do I do that? Is that like triple? No, double underline. Oh, that's weird. I don't want to do double underline. It's fine. Now, what were the characters' nicknames again? And most importantly, where were they? It was before this. Before here. It was Act 2. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, excuse me. I forgot I gave Bailey that nickname, actually. Whack his pee-pee. Dear, that's funny. Feeling a bit... Yeah, actually, I know what's wrong with me right now. I know why I'm feeling out of it. This is carb coma. Is what this is. This is carb coma. Of course I'm feeling sleepy. I ate macaroni cheese and bread. I'm in carb coma mode. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll probably... much as it pains me, we'll probably stop in another hour. If I can even last that long. We'll see. Hmm. Oh. A bit warm as well, actually. Did I mention it was stupid degrees outside today? 23. No, 23, 28. Abominable weather. Fortunately, the worst of it was gone by the time I left work, but my god. Not nice. I was just about to say, how is 23 bad? 23 is bad for us. Like, 23 is like hotter than a summer day has reason to reliably be. 28 is abominable. Like, truly abominable. Also, my god, I'm really struggling to stay focused. Yeah. Call it a 9 if I even last that long. More work for me to do tomorrow. I'll probably have to spend at least part of Saturday finishing this thing off. Maybe what we'll do on Saturday is, plan for tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is when I get home from work, gonna order Chinese for dinner because I have not had a takeaway for. I've actually been very good. I've not had a takeaway for a wee bit actually. I nearly did last week, but I held out because I held out because I knew I was going to be going out last Saturday. The week before, I actually ordered a big munchie box from the Chinese. And I only ended up eating like half of it. I like dumped the rest of it because I just like was not enjoying it. Like just really not enjoying it. I regret having bought it. I'm just in the mood for like a super basic Chinese curry. That'd be really, really nice actually. And fried rice. That'd be good. That's where I'm at. So that might be the plan for dinner tomorrow. I can justify it to myself. And then we'll do a bunch of writing. Hopefully more than we do tonight. Not as long as we're going, well, not as long as we ended up going for on Friday last week. We'll probably do less than last week. On Saturday, what I think I'll do is I'll try and stream a bit early just so that I can do a wee bit of work kind of during the day on Saturday. And then like after a good couple of hours, when I'm like, okay, I've made some good effort, but I need to stop now, then maybe I'll play a bit of a game. Maybe I'll play some Monhun. Just go straight from writing to streaming. Oh, writing to gaming. They've been very good. I've literally just logged into Helldivers like once or twice this week just so I can have my like my little thing that says I logged in for part of this campaign because I want the rewards. I hope I don't need to do a mission as well. If I do, I might be slightly screwed. Regardless, I think it'll be fine. Don't know how the current rules work with that. Still, Stuff to grow. Actually, am I? Where's that room? Oh dear, I'm yawning. I'm slightly crashing. Slightly crashing, slightly badly. But my god, the amount of progress we've made. Although, I'm looking at where I started was 24th was the day that I started writing this script. That was 2 weeks ago. Now, I just felt super motivated. A bit more than 26. Then there was some on the 29th. Yeah, so I did some writing like early 2 weeks ago, but didn't really do that much. Then last week we wrote all week. This week we wrote all week. Break at the weekend. Yeah, be. Yeah, just noting the dates in my notes. Where was all that stuff? I'll leave this in for now. I may change it later. I can reserve that decision. Oh my god. Oh my god. My body is aching. It's slightly in revolt right now. Oh. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Yeah, but overtired. I think I want. I've only done like 300 words, haven't I? Not even 300 words. Come on, I can do a bit more than that, surely. I can do more than. Do more than. Can do more than 300 words. Mega not routed, not firewalled, not forwarded, not handshaken, not past go, not collected £200. Not going to jail either. No, you move directly to jail. And you also do not pass go nor collect £200. Hmm. Gotta run, good luck and don't melt. Is that a pun based on my name, TV? You fiend. No, thank you for dropping by as ever, TV. You take care, be good to yourself. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah, it's not really... actually, hold on. Bear with me a moment. I was about to say it's not actually the warmth that's the problem right now, but I don't actually know that for sure. So, let me... ooh, that's fun. Yeah, I had to jump into my server room to grab my thermometer. Apparently in there, my server room, it's quite a nice chill 21.4 degrees actually. Which is quite nice. Out here, I'm not sure. I think the humidity is marginally higher. It's gone up a little. Yeah, it's gone up from 69, nice, to 71 humidity. Temperature's gone up a little decimal, so we'll keep an eye on that thermometer. Humanity's going up. Yeah, humanity's going up. We are, in fact, living in Lord Run. Oh dear. Yeah, temperature's going up. Definitely warm right here, but how much is the question? Seriously, this is why I love my little server room. It maintains a nice, stable temperature. It's moderately insulated from the next couple of days. My brain is really not good. Right, come on, let's finish this thing. Okay. Who is Saucig and where does he rule? Saucig is Greg. Do you see the pun yet? It's Greg Saucig roll. Is the joke. Dear. I couldn't help myself. I saw my opportunity and I seized it. That die? That's a die, yay. I was wondering. I felt it under my foot yesterday sitting at my desk. I completely forgot about it. And I found it. It's pink glass die. It's fun. The downgraded Greg. Downgraded? Why would he be downgraded? What about him is subpar? Like the I adds a letter. If anything, that's 20% greater than GREG. Yeah. The I subtracts value by introducing a 20% Greg on Greg inflation rate. Actually, it's a 25% Greg on Greg inflation rate, is it not? It's like relative to the previous Greg when you do those calculations. Yes, because I'm counting the wrong way. Dear. The exact percentage is less important compared to the fact that it's a downgrade. That sounds like you're massaging the numbers to get the results that you want to get, Triangle. Pretty sure that's actual, that's a bit malpractice right there. Don't approve. Nah, Greg has more letters than Greg, therefore it's more French, therefore it's a downgrade. It's not more French, it's more Gaelic. There's a difference. Gaelic being what I was going for after all. Hi bot, bye bot, hi bot, bye bot. Yeah, we just get rid of those things. Unruly videotape 9. Recent wife B. Recent wife? Did you get divorced? What happened to your most recent wife? Does it have something to do with the unruly videotape? Did you find your wife in an unruly videotape that did not involve you? And we're getting deep lore on the bots here right now. Damn. Oh dear. Recent wife B implies the existence of recent wife A. What, are we on recent wife C now or something? I don't know, like it should be like less recent wife A. Right? Maybe it dissolved harems. So recent wife A and recent wife B do not have any hierarchy of recency. Yeah, but the problem is like A and B like suggests that there's like an order of operations. I don't know how you would avoid that, mate. Like, you need to have a way of distinguishing objects or people, but without implying an inherent hierarchy. Or like an ordering. How would one do it? Would you say... I don't know. Don't know what I'd do. You load the shelves in unknown order and use letter-based designations chosen randomly. Ah, so we're talking about the Russian roulette method, do we? The Russian roulette method of name acquisition. I don't know, that doesn't seem to work for me. I mean, like, theoretically you could do colors, but then, like, when you're looking at colors, it's more like you're... I don't know. Like, there's a little bit of a hierarchy implied with how the color spectrum works, and then there's also another one with how the color wheel works. Even if you assign them a random 24-bit number to represent colors, like someone's gonna have 000, someone's gonna have 253, 253, 253. When you're looking at colors, the moment you get recent wife yellow or recent wife black, you get cancelled. Maybe... I don't know. Brilliance or errata prime? Do you mean me or do you mean triangle? We're talking about my brilliance, it's more my lack thereof. I've written maybe 400 words in like an hour and a half. For you, nothing but brilliance, Kay. Diving time? What are you diving in? Helldiver's brilliance or errata prime. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, my brain... I haven't hell dived in nearly 2 weeks. I have gone through full withdrawal symptoms, Kay. I have full withdrawal. I have no knowledge of the state of the Galactic War. Could bring up the details, but I don't have the beans at the moment. Either go with whichever one has... Excuse me, hiccups. Either go with whichever one has the most... Excuse me, Helldivers on it. Or listen to your heart. Oh, I'm all hiccupsy. The answer is always Malevelon Creek. I'm pretty sure we don't have access to Malevelon Creek anymore, unfortunately. We will not have a repetition of Super Earth, what's it called? Super Earth Vietnam again. At least not that one. I think the last time I saw something similar was probably, oh, what's it called? Freaking, Cyberstan. Cyberstan was hell. Brilliance, wonderful. Enjoy Brilliance, K. Have fun. I will play some Helldivers again at some point soon. I just don't know when. It's a question of having beans, and I currently can barely even think. My body feels like it's about to give up. Right. I think I might have to call it, actually. I am severely crashing right now. I'm not feeling great. And I think I need to head to bed. What have I achieved today, though? Not as much as I might have liked. I made my hydration matrix. That's worth something, right? Right? No. What I actually did was... I've written, like, the template for how I finish off this part of this act. Or rather, how I start this part of this act. I'm behind. I'm behind. I'm not feeling great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send what I've got again over to Dahlia. So I've got a copy there. And I'm also gonna start bugging Araxis as well, because I had Araxis volunteer to do some proofreading for me, and I figure the earlier that I send things over this weekend, when Ara's got some time, we'll be able to get a little bit of progress on at least reviewing, making some notes about what's here, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be a something anyway. So I'm gonna send this over to the relevant parties with my excuses. We'll stop here at just over 500 words, which is... Actually, is that even 500 words? I don't even think that's 500 words. I feel terrible. But it's fine, right? If I go to bed now, I can get some good rest. I will have a much... Oh, I know I said I was gonna have a more productive day today, but yeah. Mental note: when medicine required during week, apply medicine as soon as get home, so that initial rush coming from medicine is actually done with by the time I go to bed. I've done this before. It's what I meant to do. I just completely forgot to. So yeah, lesson learned. Maybe. Until next time. Regardless, we're going to call things here. I should say thank you so much, everyone, for coming along today. Whether you've been here from the start, you came along partway through. Okay, I hope you enjoy your diving. Triangle, I don't know what you're up to. If you happen to do some diving soon yourself, hope you enjoy. But yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go crash. I'm not sure quite when I felt this tired last. Like, it feels like I have done it this last couple of weeks. Maybe it was, I think I felt like this last Friday. So yeah, I definitely want to avoid that this Friday. Regardless, anyway, we'll call things here. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. Honestly, I think tomorrow's going to be so easy in comparison to this. This section here is just going to be a copy-paste job. Copy-paste job, rewrite a couple of lines. Should be relatively easy to do. Then it'll be a copy-paste job between Greg and Maggie. Bailey will be her own thing, but that'll be completely fine too. We are at 13,112 words, which is a damn shame. Regardless, anyway, it's progress, and more importantly, it's progress that will mean that effectively I will have done 1,500 words in what should hopefully only take me about half an hour tomorrow by the time this is all done. I just don't have the brain power to actually thread it all together today, which is my excuse. Regardless, gonna call it here. So yeah, until next time, folks, take care of yourselves. Be very good to yourself. I am going to go sleep and be good to myself and have a good day tomorrow. And yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow and we'll see where we get to. So yeah, look forward to seeing how much more progress we get done. Bye everyone. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Hey, at least we got this much done, eh? I'll take that. I will take that. I will get done what I can. Anyway, take care, folks. Mata ne.